Well, hello from the most aesthetically pleasing room in my dad's house while I'm visiting here. My little sisters. This is not the bedroom that I am staying at, but that bedroom is currently an absolute mess. So apparently this is like a huge reference to Stranger Things, which I don't get because I haven't seen it yet. Please don't kill me, internet. I should not have just admitted that. Also, I gotta show you a few things that are in this bedroom real quick. This beautiful guitar that I believe was my mother's when she was Chloe's age. A Black Panther comic. I don't know how old this is, but my father growing up was a huge Marvel fan, so this is probably older than I am. Literally a framed picture of the Stranger Things kids. A camera that I keep requesting her to make videos for her channel on, but she hasn't yet. Chloe. And my YouTube hoodie that I have not seen in years. Now apparently it's just been in her closet the whole time. Chloe, you stole this from me. How dare you? Gonna be packing that away in my luggage. And you know, something kind of interesting has happened being here on the East Coast. Time zones. Because the East Coast here in North Carolina is 3 hours ahead of the West Coast, you know, where I live in Los Angeles. The time difference between Susan, my girlfriend who lives in Malaysia, and I has been cut to exactly 12 hours, which is the most convenient thing in the world. Because it being such a long distance relationship, time zones can be a real butt. Oh, how long has that been in my pocket? Yes, speaking of Susan. You see, usually the way that like the time difference works out is we both have time to talk first thing in the morning and last thing at night, which actually does have its advantages, mainly that we can like completely 100% focus on whatever we're doing throughout the day without having to worry about like, oh, am I ignoring my girlfriend / boyfriend? No, it allows us our time to talk, but then also like sets clear boundaries, I guess? That sounds wrong to say. It just like separates the times, you know? And unfortunately back in California, the time difference works out where I have to wake up very early in the morning to be able to talk to her. But here in NC, it's an exact 12 hours, so I just take the time and switch to AM, PM. Right now, it is currently 1 AM there. It's special because she usually goes to bed very late. Call out. That we have, you bit my tongue. I'm not in nearly such a rush in the morning. I can wake up at a normal time and then spend hours talking to her on the phone. It works out great. So I do genuinely think that is like one huge advantage that our long distance relationship has given us over like a normal physical relationship. Another benefit is like because communication is literally all that we have had to learn how to effectively communicate to each other very quickly and very effectively. And that has helped us so much because relationships are built and they're all about communication. Communicate. Just talk with your partner. That is the number one absolute top of the pile list, number, reason, thing, advice I could possibly give you in any sort of long distance or not long distance relationship. Just talk! Especially as somebody that is not the best at his communication skills. It has been so incredibly helpful to me, not just in our relationship, but just in my general life. However, it's not all like sunshine and roses because being in a long distance relationship has very unique challenges that you gotta learn to deal with very quickly. Speaking from experience. I literally have a notes page on my phone just dedicated to like what not to say to Susan or how not to talk with her. Just like rules that I've had to teach myself. Like for example, no jokes about dead kittens because Susan likes cats a lot. And doesn't find those kind of jokes funny like I do. Also, fun fact, this is not a giant bed. It's two twins put together and I'm directly in the center and I slowly am finding myself falling in between them. So if I'm scuffling a lot, I'm trying not to. But a big issue that we both had to figure out how to deal with is literally just a lack of time to communicate. And yes, we both have dedicated time set aside throughout the day to talk, but that doesn't always necessarily mean that that time is available because we both have, lives. And that's fine. Like we both understand that. But if you are in a long distance relationship and something comes up during the time that you would normally talk, you have to communicate that. You cannot just ignore or seem like you are ignoring your partner's attempts to like get a hold of you. You have to communicate. It's all about the communication. Trust me, speaking from experience, you cannot just go dark for a little bit. You can't. Although I will say, like, communication is absolutely fantastic, yes, but a big issue with an LDR is freaking just a lack of physical intimacy. You know, I can't hold Susan's hand. And that really sucks. I want to, when she is like dealing with an issue or feeling stressed or I'm feeling very stressed, we can't like hug and just look into each other's eyes. We can't do that. And it sucks. You know, that intimate, that just person to person experience. You can't do that over a video call. It's not the same. And also regarding that fact, you really, really need to trust your partner, because I don't know what like 70% of Susan's day is like because I'm asleep, you know? And especially because, being like totally honest here, a long distance relationship, because you don't have that physical element, can sometimes feel like not as real of a relationship as a normal IRL one would. So the amount of trust that you have to have in your partner is intense. There's a lot of it. I 100% trust Susan though, because I have talked with her enough where I know the kind of person that she is. And I 100% trust her not to cheat on me. Which I guess that goes for any like relationship, but yes, especially one where you're not there with your partner. Like, ever. And honestly, those are just the issues that I came up with right now. But there are, I'm sure, hundreds of other ones. So if you can think of a few more, or if you're in a long distance relationship yourself and have discovered a few that I haven't even thought of or heck gotten to yet, please like tell me in the comments, because I want to prepare for these, you know? And also, slight side note, but I will say having a public online relationship like this is weird because it's like, you know, a thing and we use it for entertainment sometimes, but also like it's genuinely a relationship between two people. And so I want it to last, and I want it to be as good and fruitful and helpful to both of us as possible. So that's a fine balancing act, let me tell you what. And it all comes down to communication. 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 Yeah. And in the meantime, remember to stay positive. Now, let me go get that stupid hoodie. Oh, hey, remember this? Remember these plushies? My little sister stole them all. I was wondering where they went. Love you, sis.